I find myself deflated even after a Vikings win because this team can never just make things simple. And albeit this is the reigning NFC champions, but I said that the Vikings are going to win this game 21-17. That was my score prediction. They should have actually won this game 37-3, as this video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. The Vikings dominated this game through and through. The Niners, the only reason they scored their 2 touchdowns were off of the 2 turnovers. One by Sam Darnold, where in the first half, listen, man, Ty Chandler was cooking. This man was averaging like 12 yards a carry. Keep running the football because they clearly have no answer. Some may blame KOC, and that's fine. I understand that. I am actually going to blame Sam Darnold because he had Trent Sherfield with a shot to make a play. You just need to throw a rainbow arc. Instead, he threw a straight line pass for the Fred Warner interception. And the second touchdown that you got was off of the second turnover. Aaron Jones at the 1 yard line. Are you kidding me? Bro, that's it. Off of the Vikings mishaps, the 49ers found themselves in this game. You didn't belong on the same field as Minnesota. San Francisco 49ers, you're frauds. And I'm going to say that loud until the cows come home. Because I was going to be nice about this. I really was. But all you Niners fans, like Suge Knight, all up in the videos, all up in the comment section, saying, oh, I'll come back. I'll come back to this content where evidently I'm talking smack. No, I want the ball in Brock Purdy's hands. Because I know. And in the first half with Jordan Mason, you guys kicked ass on the ground. You really did. In the second half, that run game was neutralized. I want the game in Brock Purdy's hands because I feel more comfortable as a Vikings fan. Really, any fan should feel that way when playing the 49ers. You said you'd be back in the comments section after the game, after y'all whoop our asses. You said you'd be back. Bring your asses back. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Fraudulent. This is a good football team. And it's time that the Minnesota Vikings get some respect. I mean, where do you even start with this? CJ Ham. All right. If we're going to do like player praises here. CJ Ham. This really all started with the blocked punt. And the Niners were outcoached by the Vikings in all 3 phases, by the way. Offense, defense, special teams. I lost my voice with the frustration of how close this was. You shouldn't have even been in the game. And fine. Nick Bosa, he went off. He got what, 2 sacks? Huh? 2 sacks, 2 tackles for losses, 2 quarterback hits. Hey, Nick Bosa went off. You said he wouldn't. But guess what? The Vikings won the game. Bang, bang, Niner gang. CJ Ham. The first off, that third down stop that they got on defense was great. And then on 4th down, punt comes up. They get a block to set the Vikings up in the red zone. Who got that block punt? Of all people, CJ Ham's big ass. This buff ass dude has no business moving the way that he does at that size. And they got the blocked punt. You couldn't make this up even if you tried your best. That's amazing. And then I want to say it was the next drive by San Francisco. Really doesn't matter. But on 4th down, they gave up, I want to say, a 25-yard play to Jawan Jennings, Byron Murphy in coverage. That same drive, I mean, they went for it on 4th and goal. And Hitman got the pass breakup again on Jawan Jennings, something Byron Murphy couldn't do. Turnover on downs. Get this. This Brian Flores defense, man, imagine once we add players, better players, even especially on the interior defensive line with Brian Flores coaching. Imagine how great this defense is going to be. In the first half, this Brian Flores-led defense got 2 turnover on downs. Against this team, the San Francisco 49ers. Bang, bang, Niner gang. On them, this team. You know what? And that's really the story of this game. Brian Flores, what he did. I mean, even the interception by Josh Metellus. I believe Blake Cashman got the initial hand on the ball to get that tipped up 2 or 3 times before Metellus came down with it. Listen, man, I know how the politics within corporate America works. You see how the league is treating Bill Belichick, the greatest coach of all time. Robert Kraft goes and talks out the side of his ass, and suddenly Belichick, despite winning 6 Super Bowl championships, he has to prove himself within the media and show that he's a nice guy and likable, and maybe he'll get another job again, even though he clearly wants to coach. You want to use that same energy against Brian Flores because of the lawsuit he has against the league, because of what Tua Tagovailoa has said about him. Hey, guess what? We'll take that. We'll gladly settle for Brian Flores. I hope he gets a lifetime contract. I hope he stays here forever. Because Brian Flores is the real deal. That second half, talk about adjustments. That run game didn't do squat. And we'll get to more of this game, but first, sign up for BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. Get a 150% bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. I said the Vikings would cover that 6-point spread. They won the game! We might finally have a kicker. Will Reichert. I mean, that last drive, I was sitting there just damn near fearing for our lives. Dude, just don't screw up. And that final kick, I mean, 27 yards out. I think he made a 39-yarder earlier. In fact, I can find out right now. I don't have to sit here and think about it. Yeah, he had a long of 39 yards. 3 for 3 on field goals. And then extra points, 2 for 2. I think the Vikings finally broke the kicker curse. That final drive where it was, hey, bro, you're up 6 off the Aaron Jones turnover. They got the touchdown. This game shouldn't even be that close, but you just got to get points. I don't even care at this point. Take the field goal for all I care. Let's go back to the Zimmer days. On this drive, run, pass, defense. Take the points. Go up 9. While the Niners had, 1 timeout or none remaining, whatever it was. You get this field goal, you win the game. 27 yards out. And I was saying, oh my God, that's the Blair Walsh distance at TCF Bank Stadium in the playoffs. Same distance. No question about it. You go up 9. And, oh my God, we're going to find out about Justin Jefferson. So many players. Dallas Turner, he got hurt. But I want to give a shout out to KOC. I understand that turnover, Sam Darnold, the interception, he should have ran the ball. And I'm with you there. But Sam Darnold should have made a better throw. Trent Sherfield was right there. But, man, you got to give this dude credit. I take back every negative thing I've ever said about this guy, because when you got that turnover on downs, Harrison Smith on Jawan Jennings, and that set you up within, I want to say, your own 3-yard line, whatever that was. It was so dicey there of a situation where, okay, you're entering a possible safety territory, play for field position, maybe you should do shotgun. They went play action. Deep pass to Justin Jefferson for a 97-yard touchdown. Are you kidding me? In double coverage, by the way, a corner and a safety, he blew right by them for the catch and score. The cojones that took to call that play at that moment, that position on your own side of the field, from your own 3-yard line, you call that? I said you need to be aggressive. How much more aggressive than that can you be? And then you get to the defensive side of the ball. I mean, Blake Cashman, I don't even know. This is another one of those situations where I just say, I lost my voice screaming at this game. But this is another one of those situations where I say, the defense was so all-encompassing that it's like, hey, you look at Brian Flores number 1, but you got to give individual shout-outs. Blake Cashman and Andrew Van Ginkel, 2 of the players that Kwesi brought in this offseason, had great games. Andrew Van Ginkel, back-to-back great games. Just stuffing the stat sheet, the box score, as much as you can as a defensive player. Blake Cashman, 13 tackles, 5 solos, a sack, a tackle for loss, a pass breakup, a quarterback hit. Andrew Van Ginkel, 4 tackles, all solos, a sack, 2 tackles for losses, a pass breakup, and a quarterback hit. Josh Metellus got an interception. Byron Murphy Jr., I wish we may need to have a discussion about him. But you'll take this win and worry about all the other stuff later. Jonathan Grenard was all over the place. This is a good football team. And quite honestly, the Vikings should have blew the Niners out the gate, out the building, because they didn't even belong on the same field. I told y'all, I want the ball in the hands of Brock Purdy. Because if you're going to dominate on the run game and you have no answer for it, I think I saw a stat line at one point in the second half where the first half, Jordan Mason had 72 yards, and in the second half, up to that point anyway, actually, we can tell you right now, just off of doing basic math, at that point, he had only 12 yards in the second half. In total, for the second half, he finished with 28 yards. Compare that to 72 in the first. Talk about adjustments. This was a total team effort. Jalen Naylor. I mean, there's so many players to give shout-outs to. I mean, Ty Chandler went all the way off. But Jalen Naylor, back-to-back games with a touchdown. Is there anybody else? Talked about Will Reichert. And I mean, even going back to that pass to Justin Jefferson. KOC to call that play. The protection was pretty good for the most part, but even Sam Darnold had to adjust himself to the right side and threw a perfect pass to Justin Jefferson. The media, you know what? I don't even care if you respect the Vikings at this point. I just laugh now because I can see it now. all throughout the shows tomorrow. The Vikings, oh my God, I never saw this coming. We saw it coming. And the fact that it was that close at the end was more like the Vikings shooting themselves in the foot. You're frauds. And I hope, bang, bang, Niner gang, keep that same energy. Huh? Bring your asses back for some humble pie. Vikings win. They're 2-0. I believe in this team. I really do. And I think it's very important that after that turnover by Sam Darnold, he stayed focused. He didn't lose track of himself. We'll have to keep an eye on Justin Jefferson, Dallas Turner, their health. We'll have to monitor that moving forward. But we say we need a run game, right? And Ty Chandler was the star. 10 carries, 82 yards, 8.2 yards per carry. The Vikings as a team, 146 yards on the ground, 6 yards per. What you got to say now? Vikings win. Shout out again to the folks at BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. We'll see you next time. Bang, bang, Niner gang! Okay.